What is up? This is your LA in a Minute, and I'm here at Westlake with Norm Langer, the owner of Langer's Delicatessen and Restaurant, or simply Langer's, which has been hand slicing the best pastrami in the world for the last 77 years. And though LA has evolved since Langer's first opened as a tiny 12-seat deli in 1947, it's remained a beacon of quality and consistency because it's stewarded by the son of the original owner and the current owner, Norm Langer.
Are we going to go inside and get some work done?
Let's get into it. The first thing that we need to talk about with Langer's is that it's the home of what might be the best pastrami sandwich, not just in LA, not in the United States, but in the entire world. I'm talking about the number 19, the hand-sliced pastrami, Swiss cheese, coleslaw, Russian dressing on this twice-baked rye bread. This creation is precisely what made Langer's an LA institution since the day it opened in June of 1947, when Al and Jean Langer emblazoned the storefront with a huge sign that read, Langer's Deli. So Al Langer was the son of a Russian immigrant who learned his trade of working in delis throughout New York and New Jersey from the time he was 11 years old. It was in these delis that he perfected his ability to hand-slice pastrami, a lost art that preserves the juicy flavor and tenderness of the meat. When his family moved to California in 1936, Al continued his quest for pastrami perfection, working at delis in Boyle Heights and Hollywood before opening a deli in Palm Springs, which was short-lived, but it provided a lesson that would help create one of the world's greatest sandwiches. Turns out rye bread quickly turned stale during transport to the desert, so Al learned to re-bake the bread, giving it a warm, super crispy crust that instantly became a favorite of his customers. When Al returned to LA, he worked as a counterman at Lax Deli in Hollywood, where he married a pretty waitress named Jean. The couple saved money and opened a deli on 8th and Arolo Streets, which they operated for 1 year. That's when they saw a for sale ad for the Famous Deli, a small deli near the corner of 7th and Alvarado, and they took out loans to create what would become the most legendary deli in Los Angeles history. The pastrami drew patrons from all over the city, and by 1968, they had already expanded twice to their current capacity of 135 seats. As Al and Jean perfected the menu, they added a wide array of deli options, but it was the pastrami that kept people coming back. They originally opened till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, and celebrities and entertainers and people from all walks of life would make a special trip down to Alvarado to get a number 19. By 1970, however, the area started changing and MacArthur Park earned a reputation as a drug haven. The restaurant saw an exodus of regular local customers and they had to cut back hours. That's when Al's son Norm entered the business and operated to make the community safer and more hospitable. Along with the completion of the Metro Red Line subway and the Alvarado Street station, Langer saw a renaissance as the neighborhood was revitalized. And in fact, Al and Norm Langer are memorialized right here on the wall at the station, showing what an impact Langer's has had in the community and continues to have in Los Angeles to the future. Al Langer passed away shortly after the 60th anniversary celebration in 2007, a titan in the Los Angeles restaurant industry. Today, his son Norm owns and manages the restaurant with his wife Jeanette. So writer-director Nora Ephron says that if Langer's was in New York, it would be a shrine with lines around the block and tour buses double parked out front. Well, there's no tour buses parked out front, and on Saturdays there is a line. But in Los Angeles, Langer's is a shrine to the LA American dream story and the best pastrami in the world. All right, LA, it's been a minute.
I've been to New York, but yours is probably the best.
Yes, that's right. Best pastrami in the world. Oh,